Story right now, Wall Street, of course, another brutal day in New York City. Financial markets continue to spiral amid growing concerns about the outbreak.
Yeah, the New York Stock Exchange paused trading just after the opening bell, and after a day of ups and downs, the Dow plummeted to more than 2,300 down. It's hard to look at those numbers right there. Joining us live right now to talk about all of this is Eric Hogarth with Johnson and Brunetti. Eric, thank you so much for being with us.
Thanks, Aaron, of course.
All right, so a lot of uncertainty. This is the worst day we have actually seen since 1987, which really says a lot. Tell us a little bit about what happened then to spark that.
In 1987?
Yeah.
It's a 20% single day, 22%. The biggest loss, crash in one day. Today on the Dow was down 9.99%. So a scary time looking at investing. When we look at the last month, the market down, depending upon which indexes you're looking at, almost 30%.
Eric, if you could just kind of, for lack of a better term, almost dumb it down in a way for folks, myself included, because it gets quite confusing. So obviously there's a big sell-off happening. But then I was also reading today that certain stocks are being bought, stocks that involve people working from home, certain technology stocks. Is that true?
What you should be doing, because those are the calls. What are we supposed to do? Are we supposed to get in, supposed to get out? Well, if you're about to retire, it means one thing. If you're 30 years old, saving for retirement. If you're saving, don't stop saving. Right? Someone asked earlier, does this mean I should stop putting money in my 401k? No, this is the time you try and put more money in the 401k. Now, if you're retired and you're concerned about what the market's doing, as we all are, you have to look at what your plan is. And if you don't have a plan, it's okay, but it's time really to sit down and look at that, because the market has effectively gone up for 10 years in a row. And we could now see a long period of time where that's not happening. The questions of, is the market going to come back? Well, we all think the market's going to come back, but it's not going to go up as quickly as it just went down. That's just not the reality of it. But there is good opportunity out there to buy, but it's relative to what that money's for. If it's what can I buy today to sell next week to make money, don't do that. That's gambling. But if you're investing for the long term, this might be an opportunity for you to buy.
But in the end, I guess the bottom line here is certainly don't stop investing. Don't pull out of anything at work, 401k.
Yeah.
Well, and it's, you hear those phrases. We haven't lost anything until you sell. Everyone's situation is different. Don't worry about what other people are doing. If you're unsure of what you should be doing, get some advice on it. Some people should stay and stay where they are. Some people should buy more. Some people maybe should get out. It's gone up for a long period of time, and though we all wish perhaps we'd gotten out 2 weeks ago, you still probably have a lot more than you had 5 years ago, and some of you getting closer into retirement. You need to be mindful of that, because you need to make sure that you're going to be okay. And we can't count on the market going up and up and up as it has for a long period of time.
Well, frankly, we don't have a crystal ball, but it looks like these ups and downs are probably going to continue for quite some time.
Yeah, stressful time for everybody, also in your line of work, Eric. So
it was about balance. We know you ask about things that are down. I mean, you look at the airline stocks, you look at the cruise line stocks. I mean, today, I think Carnival was down 30% in a day. And it doesn't mean you put all your money in that, but you need balance. No matter what you're doing, you can't have all your money in one thing. And people that do that, maybe there's big rewards sometimes, but there's a lot of risk, and it can be very scary in bad times like now.
Okay, Eric Hogarth from Johnson and Brunetti, thank you so much for joining us here in the newsroom on what is certainly a very busy news afternoon.